Welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Aaron Touchstone. In today's video, we're going to be talking over the sim racing essentials. Whether you're new to sim racing or old, I promise you this video is going to be for you because you are going to need some of these products. Now, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button because I'm doing a series called Clicks to Keys, where I'm trying to buy a sports car with the money that I make off of social media. So I not only race in the sim, I can also take you along and race in real life. Now, with that being said, let's get right into the essentials. Now, the first essential that every sim racer needs is a power strip. This power strip is going to help you plug in things like the sim wheel. I'm running 3 monitors, my PC, and there's other things that need power. So I have the Anchor power strip. It is on sale for $23.99. If you're looking for a power strip where maybe you don't need as much power, I'll also link the cheaper option for $9.97. Number 2, we have a USB hub. This USB hub is for people who are playing on PC mostly. You are going to have a ton of cords going into your PC, so you need a hub. Now, if you don't know anything about USB hubs, you can buy a powered USB or just a normal USB. A powered USB basically relieves some of the strain off of your PC, so the PC doesn't have to use some of its power to power things like this. These draw a lot of power and it can cause problems. So I linked a powered USB hub at the top. And then the cheaper option is $9.87. That is just a standard USB hub. It's going to do the job in most cases, but if you are running into some connection issues and stuff like that, I would suggest getting the powered USB hub. Number 3, Bluetooth headphones. I just realized I did the whole video with my AirPods in my ears. These will work perfectly, but currently, if I am actually racing, I use the Bose Quiet Comfort headphones. These things are absolutely amazing. They are a bit pricey, $359, but I also linked a cheaper option for $97. They need to be Bluetooth because if you have a wired cable, let me just show you. Don't have Bluetooth headphones, this cable is going to get in your way. You will be hitting it with your arm, it'll get wrapped up in your steering wheel. If you can't put your cord back this way, get Bluetooth headphones. Now, the next best purchase that I made is a monitor stand. Now, I have 3 monitors. I have the dual monitor stand. It is currently for $59.99. And I also have the single stand for $33.23. The reason why these monitor stands are so great is you can pull the monitor right above your wheel. So you're looking straight onto it. You're not having to look slightly sideways and drive. It is directly in front of my wheel. So it perfectly lines up. I promise you, this is one of the best investments that I've made for my whole entire sim racing setup. This is 100% worth it. Number 5, a fan. When you're racing, you are going to get hot. I promise you, if you don't have a ceiling fan, get one of these fans. I linked one for $15.99. You're going to be sweating because sim racing gets intense. You get nervous. And just racing in general, when you have force feedback, you're going to get hot, I promise. So make sure you have a fan available. Number 6, a wireless keyboard. I highly suggest having a Bluetooth keyboard. It has a little knob. You can change the volume without having to grab your mouse in case the cars are too loud or whatever that may be. I highly suggest this keyboard is currently $71.99. There's definitely some cheaper Bluetooth options out there, but this is actually a really good quality keyboard. Number 7 is something that I actually don't have, but I will be upgrading, is a wireless mouse. This mouse is really nice, but would highly suggest getting a wireless mouse for the same reason of having a wireless keyboard. Number 8 is something for cable management. I linked an option for $15.99. It has a lot of different tools and stuff that you can use for cable management, but when you get into sim racing, you have a ton of cords. I have 3 monitors, so that's 6 cords. The Alpha Evo has 4 cords out of it. PC cords, keyboard cords, controller cords. There's so many cords. Just get the cable management. It's gonna save you some time and make things look a little bit neater. Number 9 is sim gloves. Now, sim gloves is something that you don't really need. I linked these on here because when you're starting to get to more powerful wheels like 12 Newton meters, they can be useful, especially if you're racing for a long time. Your hands won't get as fatigued. These are for $24.99. You don't really need them. You can use them if you plan on doing some endurance races and stuff like that. I would suggest doing that. Number 10 on this list is sim racing socks. These are simply just grippy socks on the bottom. Your feet will not slip off the pedals as much. You don't have to have these, but they're actually kind of nice, especially if you're racing for a long time. Now, that is all the accessories that you need. I want to go over some of the wheels and what I would get if I was starting over today. And I want to talk about the budget wheel. So the Logitech G29 is $219. That is a great starting wheel. It is going to basically do everything that you need for a long time. However, if I was starting out and I had the option to spend about $60 more, I would 100% get the Moza R3. It is $279, and I promise you it is worth the upgrade if you can afford that extra 60 bucks. Now, if you know that you're going to deep dive into sim racing and you want a good mid-tier wheel where you will not have to upgrade for a while, I would suggest the Moza R5. It is $399, and it is going to last you for a long time. You will not have to upgrade until you're starting to get to look into something like a Sim Magic wheel with 12 Newton meters, or you're just pushing past that like an Ace-Tech or something like that. Now, you will need a sim racing stand when you get all the sim wheels and all that good stuff. I linked one here for $69. It is a pretty good sim racing stand. Sim racing stands, you are going to lose a lot of your force feedback because they do sway. The wheels will move on them. They're not super sturdy. That is why they're pretty cheap. Now, I currently race in the Marada sim racing cockpit. If you're looking for a full cockpit, this comes with a seat. It's an aluminum cockpit. I made a full review of this thing. I'll put it somewhere up in here. It is $499. I actually got mine on sale for $425, so it can go on sale. But if you do want to have zero flex and sitting in the seat, it kind of makes the whole sim racing experience more immersive. I highly suggest getting the sim up. This is probably the best thing that I bought for my entire setup, just because I feel like it became more immersive. I felt like I was sitting more in like an actual cockpit itself. So I would highly recommend using this as your next upgrade. If I was going to get back into sim racing for the first time, I would definitely buy the Moza R3 or R5, and then my next purchase would be the Marada sim racing cockpit. Now, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If I forgot anything, leave a comment down below because I would love to hear what you've added to your sim racing setup to enhance the experience. But I hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one.